This is the Kia Forte 5. What's new for this new Kia? Well, it definitely looks more aggressive and it has two engine options that make it definitely a standout in the compact class. Now, the one that we have here is the turbocharged version. That's right, the Kia Forte 5 is available with a turbocharged engine. All Forte 5s come with alloy wheels. The base wheel is 16 inches. This turbo gets the 18-inch alloy wheels with the higher performance tires. You'll also notice the front of the car has a slightly more aggressive look. If you get the turbo, it's got the very thin grille opening that we have here. If you get the non-turbo engines, it comes with the bigger grille, the same as the Forte sedan. They definitely have made it look sleeker, it looks longer and lower, but you know what? Kia has done a great job of infusing a certain DNA into their design. Peter Schreier is the head designer, former of Audi, and you can see that they've done a lot of detail on this car. So inside, there's all kinds of features on this car that you wouldn't expect in a compact vehicle. Now, this Kia Forte 5 has a beautiful interior. Now, sure, this is the top of the line turbo version, but it shows what Kia is doing right. So many features in here you really wouldn't think of getting in a compact car. I'll run through some of them for you. 3-stage heated seats for both the front passengers. You get 3-stage cooled seats for the driver. You get wonderful looking switchgear on the steering wheel for the center console. It looks and feels all first rate. Backup camera, navigation, heated steering wheel, heated back seats, auto dimming rear view mirror, folding side mirrors, and a sunroof. It goes on and on and on. And that's fully loaded for just over $28,000. Now, most people are going to get the middle trim, but that's really shows you what Kia is doing right. This is a nice size car, easy to see out of. The back seat has plenty of room. Cargo space is quite ample for this class of vehicle. But first and foremost, you just have to look at the richness of this interior to know what Kia is doing right. Now, the Forte 5 comes with two different engine choices. The base engine is a 2-liter direct injection 4-cylinder with 173 horsepower. Now, you think about most of the competitors, they come with 1.6 and 1.8-liter 4-cylinders. So that's really quite a powerful 4-cylinder engine. It's also available in the regular Forte sedan, but as an option comes standard with this vehicle. Then you get into the higher end versions and it comes with a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine, 201 horsepower and 195 foot-pounds of torque. The nice thing about the torque is the torque comes on at just 1,750 RPM is where you get peak torque. Now, a lot of competitors like the SI from Honda, they use a large 2.4-liter 4-cylinder to get 201 horsepower. So there's a lot of options here. The other thing is when you get the turbocharged version, you get shorter first, second, and third gear to make it feel more responsive, both in the manual and the automatic. You get bigger brakes, you get a stiffer suspension, and the steering is a little bit tighter as well. Now, onto the steering for a moment. I have been on record, I'm not a huge fan of Kia and Hyundai's electric power steering, and this car really is not much different. It's not bad when you're driving it through the twisty bits here. It's when you're on the straight highway and you're driving along, it doesn't want to track on center that well. You seem to have to correct the steering back and forth quite often. That's one thing that's really holding these cars back, in my opinion. The other one you want to consider is that there's no independent rear suspension in this car. It's got a torsion beam setup, so they're going for this performance angle with two very powerful engines, but the suspension is firmer. They have a more responsive transmission, but it's not independent suspension. Do you care? Drive it, see for yourself, but for somebody that's really looking for flat-out performance, that's something they might consider. Now, Kia has not been super aggressive on the price of this vehicle. This Forte 5 starts at just under $20,000 and goes all the way up to over $28,000. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, there are other compact vehicles that are less expensive, but they've done a good job of giving you what you want. Instead of going into the dealer and walking up to this car, this is the car they give you right out of the gate. So you have standard alloy wheels, you've got standard Bluetooth, you've got standard sat radio, and you can equip it with more and more features. You get the turbocharged engine as an option, 18-inch alloy wheels, leather interior, backup camera, satellite navigation, folding mirrors, heated seats in the front, heated seats in the back, heated steering wheel. These are all features that you would typically get in a premium car just a few years ago. So the Forte has now dynamic looks. It's got two powerful engines under the hood and a price that gives you a lot of content.